I love education and I love all the different subjects that we have, and I love watching children just really get excited about different subjects and their interests. And one of those things is STEM, and we're hearing about that more and more in schools. It's been on the rise, a STEM curriculum. And what does that stand for? Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And there's been a lot of it sort of in research and in news and stuff like that. Like, is it important for our children? Why do we need to have STEM? Is there something that my children should get involved in? And that is what I want to look at today. STEM, like, why is it important? What is it? And why should we be encouraging our children who are interested in STEM? Hi, and welcome to Learning Life, and thank you for joining me today. As today I want to look at STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and what it is, why it's important, and why we need to really encourage our children who are interested in it. And if you want to see some of my other videos, why not check them out either on YouTube Learning Life or on my website LearningThis.Life. And if you like them, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, let your friends know about them. Well, STEM, what is it? As I said, it's science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It's these four disciplines all put together working in correlation. Yes, we can separate them, and many people sort of think, well, as long as we're doing science, technology, engineering, and math, we're good. But it's more than just four individual subjects. If we are really looking at what STEM is, it's all the subjects together. And this is what I love. I love when things are more thematic, when we can see how things are put together. And that's what a true STEM curriculum or a STEM program does for our children. It shows the correlation between these four and how they are important in our society and how we can be using them. I look at science and just the advances that we've had in medicine over the years, or technology. Like, it blows my mind to think my girls have never been in a world without computers, without cell phones, without internet. Gosh, I remember when we got our first computer that had those big old floppy disks, and you had to switch and change them in order to highlight or underline in word processing, and then woohoo, the internet came, and how easy it is now. Like, my girls just can stream their shows. They don't have to worry about waiting for Monday at this time to see this particular program. And if you didn't see it, you missed out. Technology has come so far. Even in engineering, as we look at the way buildings are built, all of those innovations that it comes with energy and stuff like that, STEM really is fascinating. And I love looking at the way that it comes together. All of these things, sort of a part of our lives, they invade our everyday lives like math. I've heard people time and time again saying, oh, another day happened and I never used algebra. Yeah, that's wrong. We use algebra all the time, because what is it? It's finding that unknown variable. Do I have enough milk for my cereal? Can I, make this because do I have enough of that? Those things are algebra. We might not be using logarithms and trigonometry every day, but we do use algebra. We use math in our everyday life. And so STEM impacts our everyday life. So why is STEM education important? Well, I think the key word to that is innovation. When we are innovating, we have these things. This is where we get the new stuff. I look at innovation. Honestly, my girls would not be here without innovation, because we used science to have them. But somebody someday had an idea, and because of that, my husband and I were able to have children. Yeah, we needed scientific help. And I look at what they did, and it's like, who thought one day of going, oh yeah, let's just drill this hole, let's just do that, we can make this work. Our innovation that is happening across all of these fields is phenomenal. I don't know, it blows my mind. I can just sit there and be like, whoa, okay. And you look at what a STEM education can do for our children, it really builds into problem solving and critical thinking. I have a video on that because I love teaching children critical thinking. These are important. It really fosters like creativity and curiosity. Isn't that great? Isn't that what we want to see for our children? As well as leadership and entrepreneurship. These are big things. The kids that are involved in STEM and these innovations, they're the ones that are going to be leading us in that. They're the ones that are coming up with these new ideas and these new things that are getting out there. Whether it's new sorts of buildings to whether it's new ways that we can harness energy, for electricity or anything like that. It's somebody along the way has looked at something in a new light. How can I use engineering and technology and science and math together and bring us something new? Like, this is what I love. And this is why STEM is important. Are there STEM curriculums? Yes, there are. Schools that truly are following them have that curriculum that brings all of these subjects together. Yes, often we will have like sort of math like on its own, but a true STEM curriculum, think of it like thematic learning, where it's all coming under that one idea. I do it with like English and history, social studies and art all the time. I like to put those together under a thing. Well, we can do that with STEM as well. Yes, we're going to maybe separate it in other things. We're going to have key components in one area that are stronger than in others. But a school that has a STEM curriculum is really going to offer that to our children, that's what they're doing. STEM, not just science over here and engineering over there. Now, maybe your child's school or maybe your homeschool doesn't have, that STEM curriculum. That's okay. If there's that interest in it, there are things that you can be doing at home that are fun, but can also encourage that STEM sort of thinking, that innovation, that critical thinking. There's hands-on science kits. Mentos in the Coke, watching that go, building volcanoes, all of those sort of different chemical reactions. We can be doing those at home. Get a robotic kit and build it together as a family. Play strategy games. Play games like Ticket to Ride and Settlers of Catan, Rush Hour. There's some really good games that sort of integrate all of these different things in a STEM way. Make some art from recycled things. If you know me and I love crafting and stuff like that, I'll often do it from things that I have around the house or reuse, like do-it-yourself cardboard box houses or cars or whatever it is. Art from recycled is using STEM. Make a garden in your backyard. Plant those seeds, put in a watering system. What's the best watering system for your yard and for your needs? This is STEM. Things like Marshmellow Catapult. Who can make the strongest catapult? What do I need to do to make it stronger? What do I need to do to make my marshmallow go the furthest? These are all different things. Yes, it's fun. You're shooting something, shooting someone, but you're also thinking, how can I improve this? What can I do to make it better? Do an egg drop. Can you drop the egg without breaking it? These are things we can be doing at home. Learn coding. There are great websites that actually really teach you how to do coding. You could make it a family project. There are so many STEM activities that we can be doing at home with our children to just really foster that, especially if they are interested in it. Now, what I find fascinating when it comes to like STEM toys is how many people actually research STEM toys for girls, STEM toys for boys, and my brain just goes, why not have STEM toys? Like, do we need to separate it? Now, I know traditionally we've encouraged boys more in the science, technology, mathematics sort of realm than we do girls, which is crazy because, girls can do it too. Let's look. Just showing your children a movie like Hidden Figures to watch these women that learnt the coding of the computers to help get rockets into space. We need women in science. Like, absolutely. We need women in engineering. We need all of that. We do need to encourage our girls in STEM and not sort of just push them away because they think, oh, well, they're girls. Let's break that down. STEM is for both boys and girls, whomever is interested. And so the toys that we have shouldn't necessarily be like, these are STEM toys for girls and these are ones for boys. Let's just have STEM toys. And these are things that you can have at home to help your children, like Lego and Duplo. Those are great. Building things, science kits, magnetic blocks, microscopes. Look at all those things underneath. If they're interested in models and building things, well, get like a model house or the cars or the planes or anything like that so that they can be building it. Those little ecosystem kits, whatever they're interested in, guess what? There are toys and there are things that you can get to help encourage our children in it, whether they're boy or girl. Let's just encourage our children if they're really showing that interest. Like there are so many great resources out there, and I'm going to have them on the website for you. Go to LearningThis.Life and look up this STEM Academy video, and that way you'll be able to get these STEM toys and these STEM activity ideas, because there are so many things that we can be doing to be encouraging our children. So do I think STEM is important? Absolutely. Do I think we need it in the schools? Absolutely, because I'm very much a person that I love seeing the way that subjects work together. It doesn't just have to be like individual little pockets. So much of our life works together and these ideas work together. Let's encourage our children like in STEM, to really give it a try. Maybe ultimately it's something that they're not interested in, and that's okay. But there are still some fun activities that you can be doing as a family. I'm a firm believer, like if your child is really interested in it, encourage them and see where they can go with it. There's robotics clubs, there's model building clubs, there's so many different things. And if you enjoy these videos, can I encourage you to maybe become a champion with us through Patreon? So you can check that out at patreon.com or our website, LearningThis.Life, where I'll also have some of these resources on the activities and the different STEM toys that you could get for your family. Thank you so much for watching.